This is a hard pill to swallow, everyone. I must say, I'm so sorry. Apparently, I never pressed record. We had just gone about 40 minutes or so.
No, it wasn't that long.
Okay,
It wasn't that long.
Okay, we had probably gone about 18 minutes of good, just pure, heartfelt content.
I said so many funny things.
I think we made up for our past grievances. I think we had, oh man, I don't even remember what happened.
What episode is it?
Okay, so hey everybody, I wanted to welcome you in to Shut My Mouth Wide Open podcast. And you know what? It is episode 24 of season 4.
Holy shit.
We did a dumb thing. I made a
You got a mouse in your pocket, boy?
I made
You got a mouse in your pocket over there. You're
Okay.
saying we.
I fucked up. See this? But speaking of mouse, I clicked the thing. I said, okay, here we go. Click. And I guess it was too hard of a click.
It definitely was on all of us because I could have seen it. But I definitely, I was the one that said, hey, are we fucking recording?
He caught it not too late. We're dumbasses. And
we were talking about a bunch of gay gaming stuff
That's
that nobody really gives a shit about.
true. We can be masculine.
And
now.
Moby Dick. We talk about Moby Dick.
We can revisit Moby Dick because that's actually talking about that again will be important. I think I have most of the stuff pulled up. I will also would
God,
like.
we
to
didn't get
say-
to all that either.
No, yeah.
God, that's hilarious. Moby Dick's right there. Illustrated classics.
We got illustrated classics. I wanted to talk. Yeah, now we just have things tabbed. I wanted to talk about this rapper. We were.
This is gonna be really relevant. This
What-
rap.
We got into talking about the game I've been playing a lot lately, RuneScape, and how it's been around forever. There's other games that have done it probably better, but it's actually standing the test of time, like games like Warcraft, games like I'm not going to say Counter-Strike is a MMO. It's still stood the test of time though.
I mean Counter-Strike 2 or whatever that's out now.
CS2,
CS:GO 2 or something. Feels so weird.
This dude's got some song where he says, "Your girl is a cunt only 'cause she's." We're probably gonna get sued. This guy's like actually real. Oh shit!
You
I've
like
never-
Bill Burr a lot?
I've never heard any of the stuff. I just want to hear.
Burberry slip
Here it is. This is
2 weeks ago. Burberry's back, baby.
I remember Skipper used to wear the Burberry cologne.
I'm gonna bust out my
It smells so
my
good.
my scarf. My Burberry scarf.
You have one?
No.
Peep this verse. Hang on. What do you say to that? My girl is a cunt only 'cause she serve it. Your girl is a cunt actually on purpose. Like here, he says it better.
I don't get it. Is he from Jolly Old England?
No, he's from Jolly Old Autism.
I don't get it. I'm a boomer, dude. I don't
If
know
you're
this
serving, oh yeah, serving cunt, Jack, is a thing. Serving cunt.
stuff. I know Abigail be selling pussy or whatever, right?
From Dave Blunt,
Yeah.
Gleaming.
What is that?
Let's just hear the.
Because of the message. It just sucked.
He's just doing the Travis Scott thing. I mean, you can't blame him, can you? Can you?
No, I mean I just don't understand. What I thought it had something to do with the RuneScape.
Yes, he has a song about RuneScape, but I honestly don't know where it is and what song it is or anything like that. I know nothing of that.
The wind and my sails.
I know, it got taken out, it got taken away.
We were doing so good.
It's okay, we're 4 minutes in now. And
This
it's
is so bad compared to what it was, dude. What it was like
No.
podcast of the year, dude.
It was getting, we were doing all right.
I said something about Kevin being the glue.
Yeah.
I made a great metaphor about the glue and the house and it falling over and us.
We are without the glue, but in spirit, we have Kevin Palmer here.
Oh yeah, make that joke again. Damn it!
It's making it again for us, but not for them, man. Come on, be a professional here.
With that, nothing ever happened.
Kevin's in Puerto Rico now, and we're falling apart.
Now we're the garbage. Oh, yeah.
We talked about RuneScape on the second go, right, already. Right? We got right into that, right?
Only this rapper guy.
The rapper guy talks about the game that I've been playing a lot of lately.
Talk about it again. Tell me about it.
Oh, yeah. I have some really wholesome stories about a clan I'm in that did a generous thing that probably was wholesome to talk about. I was struggling with a boss.
You can't tell me this again, dude. I'm not gonna be able to react the same. I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna hate it.
The internet might. They're not listening live though. I'm gonna hate it.
I'm gonna fucking hate hearing this
God.
goddamn story of this goddamn boss all over again.
You're right, and it just happened too. It feels so ungenuine. It feels so ingenuine.
I've listened to podcasts before where this happens. Or like, yeah, we talked about this, and they try to talk about it again. And I think what's happening now is what happens.
It
You
is.
just can't do it.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. Tell me about the boss.
We'll get there after I'd say something.
How about I try to
completely
tell the story? That's kind of fun. I'll try to tell the story. All right, I'm in a clan on RuneScape.
different. You or me?
No, me. It's me now.
Oh, you're playing RuneScape? How are you liking it?
I'm loving it.
You got past the first 5 hours and said, I don't hate this?
Yes, and I am in a clan, and I'm on Discord with some people. One of them's Mexican. Shit! I'm mixing up two stories, I think.
This is great.
That was just a joke for Mike.
You're so close. You're so close. No, that's another story that was worth telling.
Tell the Mexican story. Fuck.
All right. Okay. This is about World of Warcraft.
Oh.
YouTuber. It was his story. It wasn't my story. Remember?
Yes, dude, I'm messing with you.
Do I really need to tell it?
I like it. It's fun.
Okay. This
Actually,
is
never mind. The people can just go watch the YouTube video. Hey, there's a YouTube video about a guy meeting a Mexican guy in World of Warcraft. It's pretty cool.
the key points in the story that are of interest are the part where there's a huge language barrier, and a dude is doing a YouTube video where he's live streaming, and he's going into dead servers on World of Warcraft, and he's saying, okay, this is a dead server. Why are they paying for the server to be even open still? Why
Actually,
Blizzard?
tell me the story again. I'm going to ask more questions. So, when he joined these dead servers that you speak of,
Yes.
there was no one in there, but then while he was in there, one person jumped in?
It piqued his interest when a couple
Or he
servers
just-
go
or he-
by, and he's like, oh, there's a guy in here.
One guy.
Yes, and then I don't think it really made him go see him instantly, but then I think the next day happens, and this guy says, oh my God, I'm doing my series of YouTube videos, and it's time for me to stream again. This guy's in here again. Pablo Puerto Rico's in here.
Yeah, I've never played WoW except for, like, the free trial. So, like, they gave you, like, a month on that, though. But,
RuneScape doesn't give you
what are the
shit.
chances of running into him? If he tops in that server and there's one other dude there, what are the chances of them two bumping into one another? Or can they just all chat?
The way when the translator came in?
No, the first time.
Eventually a translator gets
'cause
brought in.
Well, you're saying he joined the channel because he saw there was one guy on there.
No,
How does
he's in the
find
server.
out where he is and stuff?
I don't know. No, I don't think he saw that the guy was in there and joined. He joined a server and then maybe. Found a guy.
The Mexican guy joined. Oh wait,
What do you mean, man?
just found a guy.
Public
you can't say
servers.
when people are in there.
The way he puts it is it's more or less that when the way I was watching the video is it's like he's in there and he goes, oh hey, a guy, not like I'm going in this server because there's a guy kind of thing.
I
Maybe
misunderstood.
maybe the guy logged in while he was already in it. Maybe he just happened to be in the dead server that had 0 out on it when he came in.
Because you
and-
got to see player count. When
You're
joining
right.
the server.
He was probably going down the list of 0 and he just happened to be like,
Oh,
shit,
and then while he was in there,
a guy logged in.
But he just bumped into him like physically in the same plane of existence, or he saw his name like in the.
I think maybe I don't know how Warcraft works, but maybe since he knew there was only one guy on the map, he zoomed out and saw where his dot was or something, and he found him mining. He's like, he's at the orc mines,
That
and he
makes
found
sense.
him mining like high level material, and then like over time he found out that the guy was like meeting people from other servers, and he was like asking himself questions and asking his streamer followers questions, and he was saying like, why is he meeting other guys on server? Like, what is happening here? Is he like botting? Is he was like had the weird questions, and that is why the Mexican guy, when they first had their first interaction, come to find out, was like, dude, why are you talking shit on me and saying that I'm like scamming our real world money trading or stuff like and stuff because he's not.
He's a fucking gamer, dude.
He's gaming, and apparently this Mexican fella couldn't afford to do a server transfer, and he's in there making money the only way he can. He's mining ore. He's got other buddies that he's met that come to his world because they can afford it, and he trades them the stuff, and they give him gold, and he's getting rich. But it's a sad existence because he's just alone on this server by himself.
Flexing his riches to no one.
Yeah, and during the time that this was being streamed, this dude, I guess it was a form of sniping. They came to the mines, And the Mexican guy and the dude fought these guys off. That at the time the streamer didn't think he was being sniped or anything. He was like, "Oh my god, these guys are here trying to mine."
Of course you are.
He might have just been pretending that it wasn't happening. But they defended the ores. The Mexican guy was like, "This is my ore," and started attacking, and they beat him. But that's not the main part of the story. The main part of the story is they finally their broken English, broken communication is happening on the actual game. Well, the streamer guy gets one of his Patreon members to like translate in a Discord. They finally get the Mexican fellow to show up to the Discord, and he's upset. He's like, "Why are you like making fun of me and streaming me and like showing me on YouTube in a bad way?" And he's like, "I didn't mean to. I just was speculating about what you might have been doing. I didn't mean it." And then they became buddies. Ends up buying him a whole new computer, and of course he gives him enough funds to transfer out of that server.
Yeah, that's what I was really concerned about. If he was able to get out of that fucking server in solitude.
He was.
But what was his end game? He was gonna like just maybe one day I'll have money to get out of this server and bring all my riches with me somewhere else. Was that his plan?
I'm assuming it could have been something like that.
Character transfer, purchase transfer. Well, that's crazy. You have to pay that. Why'd you go to videos?
Because I was hoping maybe it would just come up. Apparently, there's going to be a thing called server transfer tokens. This video could have been old, and it could have been something didn't exist yet.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
RuneScape
been around for fucking forever.
Yeah, that's true. RuneScape has these things called so like it's rare, and I'm sure this is old stock at Walmart, but they have these cards you can buy for $10, and when you put in the code through the launcher, you get all these options because there's RuneScape 3, which is like Warcraft style graphics, a little better. People stopped playing it because they updated combat on there, and that's when RuneScape had this eclipse of everyone wanted old school, and so you can buy these things called old school bonds. You can buy membership options in RuneScape 3. You can buy bonds in RuneScape 3, and then at the very bottom you get 2 old school RuneScape options. You get 14 days membership, or you get 2 days membership and 1 old school bond. Well, an old school bond is a feasible item you get in the game that's worth 14 mil. And if you put it on the Grand Exchange and you ask 15 mil, some chump's going to buy it if you're patient. I've done it. It's nice. You get an extra mil out of that motherfucker. And that goes.
You don't need it?
Don't need what?
The bond?
No, the bond is no, you can change the bond in for 14 days of membership at any time. No, it's less than that. It's like they have a weird little thing. You can go in
Why
and
don't
be
you
like,
just use it?
I have before. I've redeemed I sit on them. I have like 8 right now.
Okay.
I'll go to Walmart and buy a card like every week or so. I haven't been buying the trading cards as much. I've been skilling in RuneScape, but I'm very good with my money. And once you have a cash stack, if you're patient, you can train magic and make money. You can high level alchemy, so you can buy items on the Grand Exchange that alch for more than you buy. Rune arrows are nice because they stack in your inventory. I got it down, but you got to be patient. But you got to remember
what's the end game?
Higher magic level. It's not about the money. Once you're high magic, you're OP in like bosses and stuff. I don't think I'm ever gonna get into player killing because that's high stress, dude. That is just like you gotta click the potion. You have to learn the ticks of the game if you want to be good, and that's scary.
You can pull up just like the frame counter or whatever?
There's a metronome attachment on RuneLite, and I will be getting it probably. And I'm good at drumming, so I'm going to be fine with it, but it's going to... Changing prayer, scary.
Just play Dark Souls.
Protect from mage, protect from range, and protect from melee. You have to be good at switching them because all the bosses do that. All the PVM is like that.
Just play Dark Souls so we can talk about that.
I should get back into a little souling. And this is Nerdcast, by the way. This is Welcome to the Nerd Dungeon.
Yeah, Kev's not here.
We turned Kev to Pikachu. He's piggybacking on his wife, figuratively. They're in Puerto Rico partying it up, wearing aviators.
His wife like Jinx or something?
That's pretty fair. Hey!
Didn't they get in trouble for
1990s Jinx.
Yeah.
Did they get in trouble? Let's go down that rabbit hole. Let's take a look.
No, my passing joke. Let's focus on it.
Okay, yeah. That's me. I'll go down that hole. We talk about sculpting on this reboot.
Yeah, we got the grapefruit sculpin from Ballast Point. It's okay.
We're doing okay. We're
Thank
getting
God we
back
didn't
on
do the
that
beer
horse.
review already. Phew. That would have been embarrassing. We'd have to drink another one.
God damn, I can't believe what we did. We could go down and just take a look at these.
No, we're not done yet. Don't come on. We're not there yet.
Look at them. They're just there. They fell off the wall the other night. See it?
With your command stickies.
Yep.
That's like 30 pounds of pins.
Just know that if you hang anything with commands one day, oh God, one day it will fall. You should probably just
you got a
nip.
paint in here, so
It should probably all come off. I'm thinking a dark, dark emerald green.
that'd be fun.
I think it would be fun. Oh, I got something in my eye there. Huh. What are we reviewing? Should I grab a sculpin? And we can talk about how bad it is?
I guess.
Right now, we're just going to go down to the adventure. I mean, this is a fresh batch right here. When was this?
Go grab the sculpin.
All right. Oh, no.
Then we'll talk about the adventure.
We're not doing the sculpin. I'm going to get something more exciting. But guess what? It's not beer. It's mead.
I don't know.
But guess what it says? It says, you'll see.
Oh, no, I'm alone. I just want to talk about Moby Dick.
You should start that, Moby Dick.
Well, I mean, it's not that exciting. We just talked about how I was talking about Captain Ahab, and that came to Moby Dick. And then I talked about how Mike Rowe was on Rogan. Mike Rowe's on Rogan. He's a Dirty Jobs dude. And he told the original story of Moby Dick, and I basically just kind of told it like he did. The dudes were out whaling hundreds of miles out in the sea. They've been gone for years. Years, I tell you. Hard years. Cold years. Scurvy. All men. Gay. And they killed a whale. And then when they were bringing the whale back to the boat, because they kill the whale on a little boat, bring the big whale back on the big ship. And the story is they pissed off the whale's spouse or whatever. Took the ship down. Then these boys were out at sea. Alone.
Seaman.
Cold. Gay. And about 12 of them or so were out there. And 2 of them made it back. They all ate each other. Long story short. They ate each other. What's it called? Rule of the sea. Type rule of the sea. Cannibalism rule of the sea.
If
Custom
food
of
and
the
water
sea.
ran short, cannibalism sometimes ensured survival. And a sympathetic public was likely to forgive such extreme necessities upon return to land. The common expression for these acts of survival was the custom of the sea.
Yeah, I have a lot of YouTube videos that are like, my algorithm's like, worst disasters of all time. And it tells us about like accidents at factories and shit like that. And then my other algorithm is like shit like explorers getting stuck at sea and shit. People stranded, that dude who had to catch birds and live off their blood.
Ugh.
What are you reading?
The wreck of the British yacht Mignoet in 1884 found the survivors in legal trouble for murdering a shipmate for food. Cannibalism among shipwrecked sailors was openly acknowledged in the days of sail, and castaways often admitted to drawing lots to decide who would live and who would die. Yet it is clear that these lotteries were rarely fair, and that the strong typically ate the weak. In disaster after disaster, passengers perished before sailors, boys before men, and blacks before whites. So too, perhaps, among
Actually, never mind. That's very true.
the men of the Essex
Very true. The
and
blacks are persecuted. Very persecuted people.
Nantucketers remained in the boats at the
And it
end,
is.
or that only white men survived. Damn, dude. I'm eating you.
That's horrible. Horrible.
It is horrible stuff. But you know who invented mead? Whites.
I was gonna say the Jews, but
And I'm not saying they did a good thing.
is that
but-
all mead?
Yeah, but look at this one, dude.
Where'd you get this?
I got labeled. As in, I had to buy it because of the label. So, Charm City Meadworks, in partnership with Blue Water Baltimore, we have Harbor View, which is a draft sizer with apples, honey, and cranberry. We got Elderberry Charm City Meadworks.
crisp
You can-
herbal mead.
You can pick 2. Yeah, that one's the beer one. You can pick 2, though. And then we got Wildflower. That doesn't interest me.
It says does not contain THC or CBD on the label. Why does it have to say that?
Because the Grim, it says Grim Reefer. It's got a guy smoking a joint. It says lemongrass. It says pass the.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Also, it says crisp herbal mead.
I'm not gonna like any of these.
We'll see if we like the crisp herbal mead, but we're not gonna pop it yet. We have to finish my adventure.
Adventure is from Burley Oak. Very inconsistent brewery. Very batch difference.
Very batch difference.
Last batch of Adventure I had was not that great, and it was probably like 3 months ago. It's been a while since I bought Adventure, and today I said, it's been long enough. They are on the new batch, and I nailed it. They're great.
All right, I'm going to take this tab away and go on to the next topic that I have summoned, and it is something I learned about yesterday. And I also I think I had heard about it before, but this is a torture method. I've been watching these YouTube videos that are like pretty much called strange. It's pretty much like human disaster, some reason the algorithm then showed me some torture stuff. So it was telling me about how the Syrians used to use scaphism and the Egyptians used it, and pretty much it's also referred to as the boats. So I'm going to read all about it to you.
The boats redirects to here.
Scaphism. Greeks I guess it began with Greeks, also known as the boats, is reported by Plutarch in his Life of Atraxas as an ancient Persian method of execution. The victim is trapped between two small boats, one inverted on top of the other, with limbs and heads sticking out, force feeding them, smearing them with honey and milk. So they're getting smeared with honey and milk and force fed honey and milk to create
I've heard of this.
to create an awful bowel movement, and they shit themselves, pretty much allowing them to fester and be devoured by insects and other vermin over time. It originates from a source considered dubious.
They would just do that to people like out in the open to cover them in honey and shit and just let insects fuck them up.
Awful, dude. I guess there's just different versions of scaphism, but the first mention of it is description on the execution of a soldier given as punishment by a king for killing his brother, Cyrus, who had rebelled. He decreed that he should be put to death in boats, with which execution after following manner, taking two boats framed exactly to fit and answer each other. They lie down in one of them, the malefactor that suffers upon his back, then covering it with the other. I don't understand.
So this is
I can't imagine the boat version, but the version that I know of, this is this one's worse. The original one that I watched this YouTube video about, I guess it wasn't Persian. The Persians hadn't gotten their hands into it yet. Pretty much two floating logs, two floating things, and you're in the water between them with your hands on the log behind you and your feet on the log in front of you, and your head, you're on your own on that. I guess you're holding your head up, or your head floats back, but everything else is underwater. And then the things out of the water just get the bugs attracted even without the milk and honey, but they do that anyway, and then they force feed you the milk and honey. But that didn't make sense with the shitting yourself aspect. I think you had to be laying in a boat for that part to make these other bugs appear. Apparently, this one, what do they call him? A fucking, what do they call him? The guys who would write. The guys back in the day in the Greek times, they would just write. I don't forget what they called
A
them.
historian, a scribe.
Yeah, there you go. A scribe or historian. Thank you. I needed that. He like wrote about it and said he saw a guy in the last final throes of scaphism, and it was just pretty much like you couldn't tell where the mass of worms and bugs and stuff started and where his innards began.
I've seen this video. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's some like torture history stuff.
Yeah, I watched the same shit. I fall asleep to that.
It's very, very like mind-opening, and it also just begs the question of why are humans so inherently evil? And the torture, if anything, we're more humane than ever. They were talking, and then it went on to talk about like other methods that got cleaner.
I hope we're more humane than ever. We should be progressing in that.
You know, the guy that invented the guillotine got under fire.
That's a great one.
He's like, I invented this thing that makes it so quick, and it like it's so humane. But then this one philosopher guy or scribe guy was like, I noted after the blade fell, the head.
Yeah, they look around.
He said the head had like.
Who was it that
For,
killed?
like-
That someone got executed famously and said, "I'll blink" as many times. It's like a historical story. I'm really showing
He
my ignorance here.
predicted he was gonna blink.
Yeah, he was like, because of what you're talking about. Some people always said you live for a certain amount of time after your head gets cut off. He's like, dude, I'll blink. I'll let you guys know. I'll blink for as long as I can.
That's all he'll do.
That's all he could do. He had no arms
Did
or
he
legs.
do
His
it?
head was cut off.
So he actually was like, okay, guys, I'm going to try to communicate to you.
As long as I can, with my head cut off.
That's crazy. What a good guy.
Yeah, he could have fell in some basket and they were looking and he was like,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
It's like, I told you, motherfucker.
Yeah, and
Why can't you
and
talk?
it was no, but it was. Why can't you talk?
Yeah.
No air in your lungs because you got no lungs. Your head's in a basket.
Nah.
Why can't you talk?
Yeah, I guess everything's disconnected at that point.
And he didn't really blink. Dude, he died. He was dead immediately. His head was cut off.
The guy who observed the contortions they were exactly that, contortions. They were like
Contortions?
he said
Contortions means like bending your body and shit. Like,
not contortions.
I
He
typed that
had
in the
no body
Pornhub. I
to
put that in
bend.
the Pornhub, dude. Contortionist.
The dude, the way the scribe described it when I was reading it said the eyes and mouth moved simultaneously for 10 seconds. So they were like
That's
Probably
just
like
death
that.
twitches, dude.
exactly. And this brings me on to my next thing.
Death rattle.
Do your best death rattle. Oh
What's your
yeah.
next thing?
Another torture thing that was in the same video. This one's wild because the guy who invented it, guess what they made him do? They put him in it. It was fucked up.
Why?
It was some ancient Syrian guy. Okay, have you heard of the Bronze Bull? Because apparently this is a whole conspiracy thing that
They
they
heat
still
it up
do.
and shit.
They sacrifice children to Moloch. So I'm not
Wait,
talking.
what? Here in America?
No,
Moloch's the owl god.
No, someone say that they do that in Bohemian Grove.
They do that.
They were
Kid Rock was there.
well. They were inspired by
They're like,
this.
hey, sing that song, Kid Rock. And he was like, okay. They made him play. Kid Rock.
That's
said,
insane.
I went to Bohemian Grove and they made me play music.
While they well, they probably still can't get
And
away.
they
with
said they just
sacrificing.
made him like dance monkey.
They can't actually still be sacrificing kids on there.
No. Well, this is a big rabbit hole, but Alex Jones snuck in
Yeah.
his video,
Yeah.
and they have something that looks like a kid. It's probably what do they call it? An effigy? Know what they call that?
I don't know.
I
What,
probably sound like a
sculpture?
fucking idiot. Yeah, like an idiot. That might not be the right word.
Did they
at
not
all,
have the bull?
But something that represents. No bull. But there was some sort of fire and something.
They
that
had
represents-
like a scarecrow of a kid.
maybe, and they
Maybe.
sacrificed it to Molech, the owl god. But what were you saying about the bronze bull? Go on.
The
I know that they
bronze
heat the
bull-
bull up and people are in it or something, right?
I don't know if the bull is not Moloch, but they were still sacrificing these people to Moloch. Apparently, they used to use. Actually, okay, I could be muddying things up. I think that the bronze bull is something that was a cleaner version of these sacrifices that used to be done, and it was a true thing that I forget what civilization did it. Greeks, Romans, who knows? They sacrificed children to the owl god Moloch. Well, so some years go by, I suppose, and I guess I think it was Syrian, Persian, someone along those lines, like Nebuchadnezzar. He threw people in the oven. So one of these really mean tyrant.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Yeah, it was some tyrant guy.
My boys.
Wanted these torturous methods to kill people, and he had this guy, this great iron worker sculptor guy, like the kingdom's best, create this thing. And it was the like welder's idea, the sculptor guy's idea. Bronze bull with a door. You can fit a guy in it. You light a fire under it. Well, as soon as the king heard of it, he was like inspired. He was like, "Yes, make that. I want that." So, the fucking pyres of the fucking furnaces are burning for months while they make this bronze bull. The guy finally makes it, and the fucking king says, "You know what? You got to get in there. Throw him in there. Test it out. You must." And thankfully, he pulled him out before he burned to death. But guess what? He pulled him to the cliff and threw him off the cliff and said, "Now that you've made it."
This story rules,
Dude, it's crazy fucked up. But it's also like, if you're a king, that is some badass tyrant shit to do. He's like, "You have to die now. We throw you off this cliff, and the knowledge of this and the crafting of this all dies with you, the best there ever was. Goodbye." Boom! And
So is that what my boys? Can you name them from the Bible?
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was different.
It was the same king, right? Nebuchadnezzar, right?
No, I was comparing the guy who did it to Nebuchadnezzar because he was like a tyrant king.
Okay. But Nebuchadnezzar did Shadrach, Meshach, and my Abednego boys wrong, right?
He did them wrong, but they came out on top,
Because
apparently.
they saw Jesus in there, our Lord and Savior. Oh, never mind. That fake Lord. Damn it.
The Brazen Bull, Tyrant King. Okay, here we go. It was a torture and execution device designed by ancient Greece, according to Doderius Silius, recounting the story of this, and that.
Biblioteca Historica.
Perillus of Athens invented and proposed it to Phalaris, the tyrant king of Agracchus, Sicily, old Italy, old Rome, or whatever. Phalaris, the tyrant of Agracchus, was proposed the idea by Perillus. And when he finally finished it, the tyrant king was like, goodbye. You go
Get
away.
up in there, boy.
Persecution of early Christians. Christian sources have claimed that Romans used this torture device to kill Christians. Notably, Saint Eustace, who according to Christian tradition was roasted in a brazen bull with his wife and children by Emperor Hadrian. The same happened to Saint Antipas, bishop in Pergamum. But those were bad Christians. Those were like really bad Christians. They probably killed way more people than that guy had killed.
This reminded me of I've been playing the Indiana Jones game, and you're in the Vatican.
I bet that's really good.
You're exploring all like the old ancient. You're like Saint Peter with the cross, because you know that he was crucified upside down, right? Peter, right?
Yeah, they did him upside down for some reason.
Yeah, that's like in the game. It's very. You're in the Vatican in the beginning. Very religious.
This oh yeah, does what's his face?
Harrison Ford.
No, what's the other guy? Nicolas Cage shows up. We're gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Okay. Nice.
No, it takes place during World War II, right?
Do I have one of these? Yeah. 30. Well,
He says Nazi, and he's like Nazi scum when you're beating. I watched in some gameplay.
You fight Nazis in the
Fascists, you fascists.
and fascists are the ones that are in the.
But that's a
Vatican.
general, broad ass term, is it not?
Well, they're the Italians.
Man, I'm slow poking tonight. I'm slow poking on my beer.
I also watched. This has also kind of reminded me of the movie I watched, because the movie I watched is based off of I watched The Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Does that little kid meddle in someone's business?
Dude, there's a bad boy in that movie.
He looks in the cover. When I read the cover, it just says.
Yeah, it says Nicole Kidman, Colin Farrell, and then the bad boy.
It says.
That bad boy, dude, he's a really good actor.
Did you ever watch The Gift, where it's like?
Is that bad boy?
Yeah, it's a bad man. It's pretty much. I don't know exactly why the dude has a vendetta, but some lawyer. I guess wrongfully.
The art for Killing of a Sacred Deer, though. Go ahead.
Wrongfully accused man in this movie, The Gift. Hang on, I can't do it two things at once. Wrongfully accused man. He says, man, my lawyer fucked me over. When I finally get out, I'm really gonna screw him over, huh? Well, the whole movie, he gets out, and he does. He somehow inseminates this man's wife.
Ooh.
During the movie, they're getting.
Somehow, I'll tell you how. When a man loves a woman very much, they lay down.
It was some situation in the movie. Somehow there's a scene where there's a blindfold.
Are you talking about like
It's bad.
Immaculate Conception?
No, I'm just talking about.
Or rape.
He either based her. He figures a way somehow, some way.
Huh.
He gets this girl. He gets the guys. It's bad, dude. The Gift is bad because what happens is the whole.
How old is this movie?
2014 or something. The whole movie's happening, and he's getting tortured by the guy who like he fucked over, and he's fucking with his family ever so like nicely, and it's like he can't keep getting away with this.
That's kind of like this movie.
Yeah, this is what this reminds me of in my head. Just looking at this cover reminds me of
The Gift.
because you can tell that they be doing stuff.
So I brought up this movie, and here's some other gift.
I saw The Gift because of
You should watch this. You would
of
like
my
this.
brain. Because of my brain. And
You like these A24 weird movies?
and
You
the
would
truth,
like this.
truth be told, I think subconsciously I've seen the trailer and get the vibe of what might happen. But
I'll give you a brief thing.
well,
No
let me
spoiler.
finish mine first.
Go ahead with The Gift. I brought this up first.
He fucking goddamn.
Kevin,
the
you
whole
brought it up
movie
first.
played. I told you, dude.
Damn
I told
it.
you. I told you.
He's always on your side.
Thanks, Gav. You're always there for me, bud.
Fucking Salisbury Christian.
Here, you can sit on my lap. Yes, you can sit on my lap, Gav.
Okay.
All right.
The
In
Gift.
the movie The Gift, this motherfucker somehow gets the other guy's wife pregnant. But the whole movie's playing out, and the baby's born, and the whole thing happens, and they get finally safe again, and like the guy who was terrorizing him, I guess, gets locked up again. But the gift, Jack, the gift all along, was the baby. He doesn't find out that the baby's not his for quite some time. It's fucked up. All right.
That is fucked up.
Kevin, I'm sorry. Why? How does he impregnate in The Gift? Let me just look that up real quick.
Well,
In the movie The Gift, the female character Robin becomes pregnant through the implication that she was drugged and raped by a former classmate, Gordo,
Ew.
Simon's old friend, who secretly manipulated the situation to cause discord in Simon's life. Oh,
that's
yeah, it gets
kinda
way
sick.
deeper.
I gotta watch this. That's right up my alley.
The Gift is one of those twisted movies.
Well, this movie is twisted too. I will not spoil anything too much except for that. Don't.
Oh, no. What the hell?
What was the spoilers?
I could tell it was going to get there. I didn't read anything that...
But this guy's a heart surgeon, and he does heart surgery on this guy's dad, and this guy's dad dies, and he's not happy about it. That's basically it, and it's basically based off of I looked it up. What it's based off of? It's based off of the killing of a sacred deer. Is when King Agamemnon. You heard the name? Remember the name?
Yes. Yeah.
He was hunting and he killed this deer in a grove, and it was the sacred deer of this goddess Artemis,
Okay.
and she commanded him, like, he was about to go attack Troy, I think. This may be wrong. Some sort of attack. And the wind was taken out of their sails. And she said, to get the winds back to go attack this place, you got to kill your own daughter.
So how does that work to this movie? He insists that he must kill his wife?
Kinda. It's loosely based off that. Without spoiling. It's loosely based off that.
Well, you've seen it already, so you tell me how... This is the post I was looking at. Well, that obviously will spoil stuff.
Oh, yeah. A lot of spoilers.
It's time for us to try this gross-smelling meat. Don't try yet. Let me look it up.
You should watch that movie. You would like that movie.
I think I want to watch it, maybe.
That would you and your A24 weird movies. You like that.
Okay, what we have here, Fam. All right, you feel me, Fam? Canadian mode. Lemongrass. This is, the Grim Reaper says lemongrass. It's way too over the top with the label.
Pass the lemongrass.
Grim Reaper Fest, X Charm City Meadworks. It's a collaboration. A hazy mist slinks across Baltimore, ingesting anything that is heavy and holy as it culminates in a sonic fog at the gates. This is AI. At the gates of this beloved city's iconic rock venue, you need a drink to match. Grim Reaper Fest. Oh shit!
That's from a festival.
This is funny. I'm an idiot. The band I used to be in played this fest.
Really?
Not when I was in it though. Blending a perfect aroma of Thai basil and citrusy lemongrass, you'll find that nothing quenches a dry mouth like a dry mead. Is it good?
Doesn't taste like anything.
It tastes like a hair salon. I don't like that. It tastes like a perm. It's like, oh, Grandma, what are you doing to Mom's hair? I taste it in my mouth. Chemicals. Gross.
Grandma, what are you doing to Mom's hair?
You remember the old perm style? Where it was like they put a bonnet on with little holes and they poke the holes through?
I guess.
90s perm. What would the hairnet be? Hair net. Yeah, no.
Uh-oh. You're going to have to hold it down for a second. I got to pee.
You can pee. I'm going to look for the right perm.
We got to talk while you do it.
I'm going to talk. Don't you worry. When I was a young boy, I used to go to my nanny's house all the time. And one time I went to my nanny's house. Multiple times I went to my nanny's house. And she would be doing haircuts on people and perms on people. And there was this certain thing that these ladies would wear on their head, like a shower cap. But the shower cap would have many different little, like, holes that needed to be poked out. Like, they were already perforated, but they needed to be poked out. And she would take this tool and poke them out, and then somehow you have to pull the hair through that. And that's how you perm it. You do the chemical treatment. It's all making sense to me now that I'm talking about it. That protected the scalp. You would pull out the hair through it, and you would apply this chemical that smelled awful. Oh, it smelled like this beer. It smelled so awful. And they would pull it out of those little holes. I really wish I could find a picture of it. But I will. Like a shower cap type thing. hair cap. Yeah, this is pretty much it. Something like this.
Oh hell yeah! I rocked a shower cap before.
This is a perm cap. It's like the hair gets pulled through it though. Dude, I'm not making this up, and that's why
What's it for? They don't rock that shit anymore.
it's the 90s though. I want the show me what they used to use. I was telling the internet that I used to go to my grandma's house. Can you studio crack it? I used to go to my grandma's house in the 90s, and she'd be just giving ladies perms. And so they'd be having the shower cap thing on with all these little circles on it. And the circles were like perforated, but not poked out. They were like single-use things. And my nanny would like poke them out and then pull the hair out. Poke it out, pull the hair out. Until this lady had this thing, and she looked
I
like
think that's for dyeing hair.
it smelled so bad. And then
That's got to be dyeing
they
hair.
would leave all Jerry curled out.
That's got to be for dyeing the hair. That's why would you pull out little strands?
What would they call it? Bleaching tips? Bleach tips, hair net with holes?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that guy looks like he wore one. Oh, it's this. Yep. There it is. I mean, this is like a refined. Yeah, there it is. It's
Yeah,
frosting.
for frosting.
Frosting was the 90s thing.
Frosted
Frost-
tips.
My nanny was frosting tips, bro.
Hell yeah.
But that cleaner, that whatever solvent,
Bleach?
all up in your nose. And when I was explaining it to the internet, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like,
Probably bad for you.
yeah, I was no wonder that's protecting your scalp, right? I mean, like, I'm thinking of why did they need to do that?
It's
Oh,
so
so
the
she could-
rest of the hair doesn't get bleached. It's so
And-
you can just bleach the tips.
Yeah, bleach tips, huh? Well, this mead's gross.
Yeah.
We're gonna try that other one or nah?
Yeah, can we watch the persistent trip guy?
Yeah,
You
we
already
got
pulled it up.
persistent trip.
It's only 2 minutes. I want to know what you think is happening with this guy. I'll pour a beer while we watch it. Let's just watch it.
It's March 5th, 2008.
2008.
Bongs. It's got bongs on the counter.
Is that a
Don't
pistol?
seem to be coming down.
Don't seem to be coming down.
It's been about 2 months. I can't really go out. Been spending a lot of time in the basement. I don't think it's wearing off.
Who's paying the
I don't
rent?
really know what to do to
Acid?
make it
Now listen to what he says.
wear off.
I don't know what to do to make it wear off.
Uh,
Talk about preparing it.
just don't feel like I'm getting that center feeling, center back.
I thought you tripped to get
I
center.
think I boiled the roots right.
I think I boiled the roots
I
right.
Oh shit.
did what it
Ayahuasca?
said in the book.
What do you think?
Ayahuasca. DMT.
I
He fucked
don't
himself up.
feel like
bad.
I'm
He needs to go to the hospital.
ever gonna come down.
So it's been 2 months.
And
So how bad's the trip though?
it's not cool.
You wanna know
It's,
what I think?
getting weird.
It's been like 48 minutes.
Definitely getting weird.
Oh,
That's what I think.
it's March 15th.
Don't you think it's been like? What do you think?
What's an analysis of persistent trip?
This is one of the. This is an internet like an internet mystery because like it wasn't uploaded by him to YouTube obviously because that uploaded was like doesn't line up with the date that he says.
Okay, so police.
I think someone said that they found a tape with it on it.
So this
Like a
guy
de-
lives
like a-
underground with the rats now. He found his home.
Well, they
And
you know,
he
or he would
left
just
it?
or he just came down like the next day and then like put his camera away and then it's like I'm moving I'm gonna sell my camera to the guy to the
Is that a pistol though? Maybe.
Yes.
Looks-
Yeah, that's something
I don't
talked
think
about.
so though.
Kind of looks like a dark brown handle on a
It's
revolver,
easy.
doesn't it?
The level of you could like squint and anything could be anything, man.
Very good.
Very good. Very good. Like I see the world strangely and in wild ways. Like this isn't a lighter. This is like a little fucking like it's like a little guy. It's like a little. It's like a. I'm just quoting.
What do you think?
I'm quoting a bit from another comedian.
What do you think?
DMT. Boil the roots.
Do you think I'm right? 48 minutes?
Dude, I don't know. I feel for this guy though. I think he's in trouble. I think we should help. What do you think anyone has to say? Boiling the roots is actually in line with datura. Ayahuasca doesn't line up, however. Datura is taken via the root, and in fact, furthermore,
Oh, that's what it says in the title of the.
the man
Okay.
refers to a book. This is in reference to the book of Teachings of Don Juan by Carlos Costanza from the 70s. Datura now has a negative reputation. In the earlier days of the internet, harm reduction and negative effects weren't as common, and it was much more likely one heard about Datura as it being a psychedelic or hallucinogen.
But this is just some
by
fucking
shamans.
Facebook, YouTube comment.
Yeah, but it's Jack. This YouTube comment has 62 likes.
How many views does this video have?
There's a strong possibility that he is simply
Yeah.
thinks he has been high for a couple months. Datura is fucked up like that.
That's what I think.
This
Don't
guy,
you think that?
Carl Sagan, his
Dude, I get high off weed and be like, what? It's only been fucking 45 minutes. Fuck.
This guy who has a channel about Carl Sagan stuff and knows his shit and said that you're fine.
Carl Sagan 6 said that.
Yeah.
That rules.
Such high quality vids. How do you not have 10K subs yet? Okay.
Can you go back to the Datura video? How old was it? 12 years? Yeah, okay.
Amos no more.
It's a re-up.
But Johnny Windsor and Dr. John Jumpin' Jack Flash was his next upload. This is his old roommate or something. They used to trip together or something, and he's throwing his buddy under the bus.
He kind of reminds me of the that guy
barely-
drinking out of cups guy.
Kinda. He's got no views. This barely has 500,000 views. So like no one really knows about this guy. This is some
The
like
video's been uploaded a couple times, or a bunch of times.
Where's the original upload persistent trip?
I don't think you can find it.
Now Amos No More has the credit for it right now.
Yeah, there's some fun videos out there that like
Rabbit holes and tobacco bowls.
yeah, there's a bunch of videos out there that have like fun internet mysteries compiled
have-
together, and that was one of them that I thought was fun. There's another guy that like got emails from his friend who died like 6 months earlier. I was like, dude, clean your fucking attic.
Or was it someone fucking with someone?
No.
It thinks my friend died.
No, email from a friend who died. The email is referred to by the name of the guy. It's like Jack Boyle emails or something like that. Don't type that name because the name's not right. And there's another guy who made an entire like. Oh god, that's embarrassing. I don't know what that was. Oh, it's a fishing video. But
Receiving emails from a deceased person's account can be distressing. This can occur due to a hack or from spam spoofed to appear as it's from the deceased. Yeah, like you get spoofed spam from PayPal. PayPal
dude,
now
I
you,
hope if I die, somebody fucks with you guys.
you pay money now to PayPal? Michael needs your money.
If I'm a ghost, I'm coming to haunt your ass, dude. It's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, if I'm a
I'll
ghost,
be like, gay.
that just opened up like a bit, I guess, in my brain. If
How
I'm a
fun would
ghost
that be?
and I'm in line and I get to the the lemonade stand for ghost, and I'm like, okay, like, all right, you're a ghost now. I was like, all right, what can I get away with? All right, here you go. Here's your list of stuff. So I can rattle. No, you can't rattle nothing yet. Gotta have 5 years as a ghost to rattle
Corral
stuff.
chains, yeah.
All right, well, can I make a noise? No, you can't make any noises
You
yet.
go, woo!
They're just gonna think you're there for a while. That's all you got for like 2
Yeah,
years.
like a cold presence.
Cold presence is given. Okay, so it gets like they're gonna notice it in their
blow a
house
candle out. Nope.
on your birthday. You can blow a candle out for the first 2 years. You gotta be a 10-year ghost to rattle chains, that kind of thing. I'm just thinking in RuneScape.
Let's do this beer review.
Well, mead review is not happening again.
Yeah, that kind of. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Like,
No,
if you
it's
took me to a
mead.
meadery and you're like, we're drinking this all day, I'd be like, let's get fucked up. But it would
Why?
happen fast because I could like shotgun that and it would disappear in a second.
Apples, honey, and cranberry ain't gonna probably. Actually,
I really don't want to try.
yeah, me neither.
I don't want to be rude.
The old lady kept scanning these Sharpied out barcodes,
I was looking at that.
and she's like, "It's not working. I gotta get someone over here."
Broad.
And look what's on top. What's that? And then you would think the Sharpie would indicate that just scanned that, but she didn't even see it, and some young man had to show it to her. And before we got in line, I'm just bitching right now. Before we got in that line, I'm noticing, and this makes sense, young man bagger, competent, college-aged, maybe not strong. I think the old lady could handle bagging. She doesn't have to really. She has to put the stuff in the bag, whatever. He would have been better on register. He would have been. And I said, why do you think the young man is bagging? And the old lady, the slow old lady, seniority is the only reason she's behind the register. And then she couldn't even figure out to scan the giant thing on top. She tried to scan the cans and had to call another young boy over. She didn't even ask the young boy that was bagging. It's like she didn't trust him. And then Elaney says,
Where was this?
Acme. Elaney says, maybe he's just a bagger. I was like, yeah, that could be. He has no idea. He doesn't even get asked to see if maybe he could help find that for her.
That's where our boy Devin used to work
Acme?
when it was giant.
Which Devin?
D-Lamb.
Oh, true. True.
That's where I met that boy.
All right, holla at me with that new beer review.
Black Flag, Hazy IPA, Granddaddy Perp. Granddaddy Perp. It's called Granddaddy Perp. Granddaddy Perp.
I'm so slow.
I had one of these yesterday. It's really good.
This hazy IPA is a captivating fusion of Mosaic and Strata hops, with Mosaic bringing forth the notes of ripe mango, tangerine, while Strata adds a delightful twist of passion fruit and earthy undertones, infused with Granddaddy Purple terpenes. Granddaddy Perp. It's on the fucking thing, and they said purple in the description. This brew enhances its profile with a fragrant and herbal complexity. The smooth, creamy mouthfeel and gentle haze create an incredibly refreshing experience. Does not contain THC or CBD. Why are they saying it?
They're saying it too?
Everyone's saying it like we think we're going to get high off of it. Like I'm not an idiot or something. Like, come on. I know you got to pay extra for that.
You got the AB.
Oh, it smells.
You got the ABGB mug.
It smells crazy. Yeah, this is from Texas.
Yeah, I gave that to you from Austin. That place was not great. I stole that, I'm pretty sure.
I don't understand the Little Friday. I'm not going to lie to you.
I would work at the Austin Beer Garden and Brewery, ABGB, on Saturdays and Sundays, selling CBD. And I would basically just get fucked up all day, buying beer, selling CBD. And I would go into the brewery and then take this cup to my little CBD selling tent, and I would just take them home.
The whole thing?
Oh, yeah.
And I got one?
I got one of them, too.
Look at me. I drink out of this all the time.
Yeah, and I that place sucked too. And it was always fucking packed. I didn't get it. The pretzel sucked. Pizza sucked. The beer wasn't great. And that place was fucking packed.
Had
a really great
people
location.
Are easy to impress with that shit.
Had a really great location. Nice outside beer garden and a nice farmer's market going on. Yeah, it was.
I'm really enjoying the beer. I like this taste a lot.
I remember I didn't like the food there. I would always get like pimento cheese dip or something, hold myself over. And the beer amazing.
It is.
So good.
It tastes. They're really hitting it on like that herbal. It's weedy. It's very weedy. It makes me want to take a whip.
Good, bro. Remember, YouTube policy states that you can smoke weed or something. Don't forget my disclaimer. I forgot.
Don't forget my disclaimer.
We forgot the bit that I'm the soundboard.
We should get. We should just do the rest of the show with a Dr. Phil soundboard.
Oh, dude, yeah, my dead aunt that cried.
Can we watch that?
This is probably the thing that made her cry.
You know, I didn't just come in on a load of turnips. I know that.
It's so loud, dude. People are gonna crash their. All the people listening, they're gonna crash their car.
Yeah, it's not worth tuning, so we're not gonna do that again, unless this one's somehow smaller.
All right, let's see what else I got.
Did you inappropriately touch your daughter in the bathtub when she was 2 weeks old?
Well, did you? Did you?
Are you mad?
Are you gay?
One of them says, "I want you to start living your life as a gay woman."
I will not.
Dude, let's talk about the New Jersey drones. Let's talk about something topical.
Does the husband get mad?
Can you search it on X?
You want me to pull up an X article?
Yeah, go to x.com, type New Jersey drones.
Elon Musk has got to fix his SEO. If he wants X to be a thing, if you can't just type X after something and it doesn't pull up with X,
I respect that. Your take on that.
his SEO needs to get a lot better. Because
But
if
I
you get a
suggest just
Squarespace,
going to x.com.
you suggest?
Yeah, x.com.
Man, X.com. Imagine owning that.
Oh, wait. Don't you have to have an account now? Do you have an account?
No, it's on my phone. It's not logged in on my computer. I'll tell you that. Damn, this is just gonna keep getting way worse.
That's a bummer.
What do you do when that happens?
Throw it away. Just
It lights
makes it
up.
takes off nice.
It lights up. I'm not throwing it away. Crazy.
Doesn't that come? Is this replaceable? I'm just gonna
Razor, do better.
Okay,
It has
okay,
been like
okay.
5 years
All right.
though.
Let's just go back to the thing you had before. I'm sorry I told you to go to X. I ruined it.
Homeland Security shares details of a mysterious drone. Hey, guess what? Aliens are real.
No, what is this?
I have not seen it yet. Can you pass me the bone grinder?
They say they're supposed to be they're like disguised to look like airliners.
Why?
I don't know. No one knows.
Why New Jersey? You think they're special?
I think they're looking at New York City and they can see them from Jersey. That's just my speculation.
Yeah, it's all close. It's very close. But why are they looking in New York City? And who's they?
No one knows. But apparently they don't really care about being seen either, because
They're like, we're going to take a look no matter what.
or they're just airplanes.
Yeah. I mean, here's my question. Are aliens really that, like,
No, I don't think it's aliens.
are they, like,
I don't think aliens. I'm thinking like China, Russia.
okay, let's put bright lights on our drones to make everyone look at them. No. You think that the technology is not there for some stealthy stuff? It is.
That's what
I don't think that I don't think
people were speculating that or saying that.
I think that the
my
people.
thoughts are completely wrong with China, Russia.
I don't know. I don't know if your thoughts are wrong. I just think that maybe you should be more scared about the things that lurk in the shadows, the true shadows.
Maybe
not
the Boy Scout troop. Who knows?
not the like bright light above your house. The bright light above your house is not like you said. It does not care about being seen. If it's something that ominous, then you're dying very soon. And just get
Remember
over it.
signs, dude? They sneak in the back door or whatever, dude. What do they say? Like, if you were gonna take over the country, would you blow up the White House Independence Day style, or sneak in the back door? I'm M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, but what's the back door? A farmhouse?
Yeah,
In
a
Pennsylvania.
farmhouse with a
Swing away barrel.
and a ex priest.
So no. So was that movie trying to insinuate that pretty much almost every house had to deal with its own alien? Or was it saying that because it's only two things. It's either saying that A, every house in America had to fight their own alien
No.
and they figured out a way to do it easily with water and we won. Or Mel Gibson, Final Showdown, his farmhouse
Yes,
was
that's it.
end all be all.
That's it.
They figured it out because his autistic daughter kept water on
Yes.
the shelf. Cool. It's contaminated. I watched that movie every day for like a year. And then I did that with The Ringer and with Final Destination 2 with Annie Waddell because he would get a DVD.
Is 2 the car crash one?
The pile up.
That's a good one.
Biker titties.
Have
Those
you
biker
seen
titties were.
Final Destination, like, what is it, 5 or whatever? We spoil things on here. In the end, they get on the plane or whatever.
5? 5?
Yeah.
I don't know 5.
You should watch them all. I don't want to ruin it then.
So they do a plane again?
No, I don't want to ruin it, dude.
Wait.
We spoil things.
You're telling me that 5 is a prequel?
Maybe.
Did they just get different actors to make that happen?
It might not be 5. It might be 6. It might be 4. One of them, at the end, they get on the plane and then they all die because they were on the flight from the first one or something.
Really?
Yeah.
How do I Google that?
I don't know. Because, death always gets them in the end or whatever.
Revisit. Plane revisit. Fan edit. Flight 180 side by side.
I really just did a 1 in 5 full 180 scene. There it is. It is 5.
I created a supercut of Final Destination 5, 1 and 2, with no credits in between the 3 movies. The funnest part to edit by far was the plane scene. It took a lot of time to edit scenes together to play out as they would together.
Holy shit.
Well, can we watch this?
Yeah.
Can we watch it somehow
This is fan edit, dude. This is fan edit and we're reacting.
We're reacting.
Why'd you put it over there?
I don't know. I put it over there to... It's weird how OBS split the monitors, though. It didn't let me hide it. No audio, though.
Why?
We've all seen it. So he gets off.
Me and Samantha have watched this movie probably like 10 times.
How do they get the actors to work out like where it makes sense?
I can't
Years
remember.
later.
I can't remember. Yeah, this is like a comfort movie for me almost. I've seen this a lot.
Yeah. I mean, 2 is The Ringer and 2, The Waterboy. And
2 I have not seen as much, but this one I've seen a lot of times.
Yeah, that flight attendant, that, like, I guess he's gay.
Look at that dude. It's like 90210 type shit. That guy, the white tee.
Dude, remember that guy? She survives a few
Look at those
movies.
bangs.
And the main guy who just got dragged off the plane, he shacks up. And he's like, I'm in a shack.
He was like a
And I have all these-
heartthrob back in the day. What's his name?
I don't know, but he looks like he's in a band or something.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. But I remember he's in a shack in 2. They find him at the end of 2, right?
I don't remember.
In the end of 2, they find the main guy from 1 who, like, disappeared. No one knows where he went. He's in a shack by the railroad tracks.
I've watched the first one like 50 times. This one, but I've only seen the whole series probably like once.
You don't remember the shack he's in at the end of 2? He's got ropes tethered everywhere, so if anything is to move or happen, and they find him. And I
He's
think
paranoid.
he's very paranoid. I think he finally gets it in 2. He finally dies.
That's sick.
And she, in 2, gets...
The teacher is so fucking hot.
So in this edit, what's going to happen? Like, we got
But
to...
let it keep playing. Let it keep playing. Here's how it would have played out. They say, "Oh yeah, we got Stifler." Wait, was that? See, they're showing the second. That's not Final Destination 1. They're showing there. A second ago, that was 5. Go back.
You're right, I fucked up.
Like this
No,
is
yeah.
Final Destination 5. Those guys. So they're on the flight, and you're like, "Oh, they're on a flight too." It's like the first one, but you don't realize
It's not
that
the same people. They didn't need new actors. I get it now.
Yeah. So because they're like,
Death happens to just kill 2. It's coming.
and they're like, "We finally got away." It's the end of the movie. You're like, because if Death finally gets them, Death finally gets them on this flight.
Amazing, dude.
Yeah, it's good.
And these people from the first movie are off the plane.
So the first movie happens after the end of Final Destination 5. Isn't that fun? That's fun stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a simple man with simple needs. It's like Saul.
Dude, I bet you there was a moment in the 5 room where they were like, "What are we gonna do?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Dude, how long has it been since we did a plane? Hear me out. How long has it been?"
Some guy had this idea and was like,
We're gonna write it in to where 1 people are getting off the fucking plane, 5 people they're boarding that same flight, and everyone was just like, "Oh my god!"
and that guy doesn't get enough credit. And this is
Shout out!
shout out to this dude who did this edit. This is amazing.
Look, it's
Stifler's
like
watching the explosion.
Everyone gets off. Stifler. Also, without a paddle guy. My mind's telling me no. My body. Oh yeah, the teacher gets off.
She's so hot.
Who is she?
I don't know.
Who are you?
Oh, dude. Speaking of
Oh yeah,
hot
and
people, I watched that Killing of a Sacred Deer. What's her name?
wait, these people are not are. What is he doing? What your boy realizes some shit. Do they give it a long, drawn out scene in the end? Or wait, what happens in 5?
What do you mean?
At the end of 5, what happens? A full on explosion of the plane?
We're watching it right now.
I know, but I just wanted to know. I guess before it happened. Why is he bleeding?
I think he's starting to realize that they're fucked.
So he just nicked his hand. Death
It's one of
wants
those things where they think
Death
they're,
wants to nick his hand also when it's about to
they
kill
think
him.
they're scot free.
But this is the end of the film.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh damn.
I'm sorry I started talking about this thing I wasn't that informed about, but this is fun, right?
Yeah.
But in the also in Foundation 1, that plane flies and goes boom. Remember? In the scene, it explodes like immediately. But
It's
this is
a
way more fun to watch than just.
No, this. I think the same thing technically happens. A hole gets ripped out.
Remember they find the order that everyone dies in. Remember by the wiring or whatever.
Damn, they really do this though.
This is good stuff.
Go with her. Unbuckle yourself. You just do that. You're dying. You're not surviving.
Should I spoil Killing of a Sacred Deer?
I mean, I'm not gonna be mad if you spoil it. I probably will put it on at the shop tomorrow.
God, it's good.
Damn, he's getting just burned alive. That would no.
You got HBO Max at the shop?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on. You can spoil it though.
So if I don't spoil it, you'll put it on.
Nicole Kidman is still doing the thing that she was doing in the movie with Tom Cruise.
Eyes Wide Shut. She looks and acts exactly the same. She's dating. She's married to a doctor.
She's good at that role.
Let's just say, God, I want to spoil it so bad.
Say whatever you
But
need.
I also recommend it, so I won't spoil it.
Dude, no.
Movies I like that, I don't want to spoil.
Oh man, I'll watch it
But
tomorrow.
it's kind of hard to recommend because it's a tough watch.
I'll watch it tomorrow at work. Damn.
But you think this beer is amazing, right? Black Flag.
It's the most unique tasting beer I've had in so long. Well, why is it not up on Untappd? It's right here. Hazy IPAs are one of my favorite styles, but this one didn't do it for me. Something was missing. Says Andrew Detter. Well, guess what, man? Not everyone cares what you think, man. Okay? Let's find
Damn, I
some.
think it's really good. What a shame.
It almost tastes purple.
Yeah, it's unique. It definitely is unique.
You know what it tastes like? I'm gonna show you something real quick.
I'm trying to pull up what else to talk about.
This is what this beer tastes like. You did it. Untapped. Granddaddy Perp. Not Untapped. I don't know why I read that. Black Flag. Rubber Balls.
One other thing I wanted to talk about. Oh shit.
Did we talk about Moby Dick again?
I briefly discussed it while you were out,
Oh, yeah,
out
yeah,
of the
yeah.
room. But is there anything else on the? Okay, we'll talk about that for a second. I was driving to Troy's earlier to get this microphone. Thank you, Troy. Shout out Troy for the microphone.
Shout out to Troy.
And they're opening a Voodoo Brewing Company in Salisbury.
They are. And I don't know anything about it. All I know is...
Can you go to the profile? How do you get to it? Good Lord, just clicking on it.
You see what I'm doing?
Yeah. I've never... Okay, what's it say?
Oh, it's because the fucking browser mode's doing stupid thing.
Coming
Voodoo Brewing
soon,
Co.
early 2025. That's cool. It's a chain brewery coming to independently owned and operated, though.
Yeah, but like, what? How much?
I thought you said it was a chain.
It is.
Pass me your cup.
Is it different? Is this different?
Oh, no. It's looking right.
But when I looked, I even did I'm burpy tonight. Sorry, guys. We got all these locations, but not any that match up with us.
That's fine. This is going to be one of ours. That's fine.
And ours is going to be cooler. Wait, the logo's all very... See what they're doing?
Let me get a crab.
This makes no sense.
Or a seagull.
It's so crazy to me. Look, West Pike in PA has a miner's helmet. Yeah, and let's just go. I mean, that's
smart.
a stretch. They have like a fucking like. Oh, we're like it's a hippie hat or something. I don't understand that. Oh, these Pennsylvania locations. I get it.
Fountain Inn. Look at the Fountain Inn. It's got a fountain.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So like they have. This is
Myrtle
an
Beach.
in-house designers making everyone's logo. Grand
Katy,
Prairie,
Texas.
Texas.
Armadillo. College Station.
Fucking fire.
Horrible name for a town.
There's too many college themed towns.
College Station is where Texas A&M is.
Constitution Drive. Let's go ahead and check out Kensington, PA. That's not this. Can't find it. Okay, all right, that's fine. Let's own a franchise. Let's see how much information we get. Join the wait list to own one.
But that's a crazy thing
Is
to
this
open in
really-
Salisbury. Why did if you were want to join a wait list for opening a franchise in Salisbury? I'm giving it away again. Raising Cane's Chicken Tenders. Open that by the college. You'll be a bajillionaire.
Dave and Buster's.
In Salisbury?
Mm-hmm.
Might not do great here.
It will.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Tuesday
Stupid
night?
bowling alley is owned by 3 local guys, and everyone goes there. Open up a franchise. That
Have you
doesn't.
been to Dave & Buster's? There's way more going on.
Exactly. Get that going on here.
With not enough people.
Gut the Dollar Tree next to the fucking Buffalo
All right,
Wild
Mike,
Wings
here
and
you
put
go.
it right there.
You open a Dave & Buster's.
Cool,
I'll
give me
open
$1
Raising
million.
Cane's.
$1 million is probably not enough.
We'll open each of these, and then we'll see who has the bigger boat at the end of the day.
You don't think my video
My
games?
boat- It's going to be huge.
My video games?
You know what?
I'm not gonna buy boats.
I'll do you a favor.
I don't buy boats.
I'm going to do you a favor.
I don't buy boats.
I'm going to do you a favor, and I'm going to reopen Raising Cane's. I'm going to say, dude, Dave & Buster's, bad idea. I'm going to tell you what to open. You ready for it? Panda Express.
Yeah, we don't have that, do we?
You open that by SU,
We don't have a true panda.
your dick's going to be rock hard all college season.
Wait, what's the other one?
What?
There's another Chinese place, bento box place. I don't know if there's a name for it. There's so many of them, but there's not. You don't see. I don't see good. My eye too squinty. Me no see. Me no say. That's Mexican.
How long have we been recording?
We've been recording for about an hour and 11 minutes. And truth be told, we got a late start, didn't we?
Yeah, we'll wrap it up, but I'll just say, last thing I want to say is I did myself a disservice this week. I watched Requiem for a Dream.
Everyone acts like going the ass to ass part is like the worst. It's bad. It's not that bad though.
She ends the happy. She has a kilo of heroin, and she lays on the couch and cuddles it with a smile on her face. The black dude's in prison, getting beaten, called horrible racist things. Her boyfriend's in a hospital in
Jared Leto.
South Carolina or some shit with his arm cut off. Probably going to go to prison, too.
She's happy with heroin.
Yeah.
She's a prostitute now.
But how hard's that to click?
Nowadays, it's totally
Her parents are
validated.
rich.
Probably being a prostitute now is validated, but in the 90s, it was frowned upon.
Yeah, and her parents are rich, so any day she can be like, Mom, Dad, send me to rehab. So her story doesn't end as tragically as anyone else's to me. The mom's ends horribly. She's getting electroshock therapy, and she has her head shaved, and she meets her friends.
Is the mom the pill lady who watches TV?
Yes.
Or is that a different movie?
That's her mom. Yeah.
That movie's a fucking trip.
Yeah. What did I watch that for?
No, yeah, that movie is like to test your life is pain shit.
If you're a heroin addict and you're like, I should relapse, just watch that movie.
I mean, that's not gonna make you might actually make you not do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. If you want to save face and
You'd be
not
like, hey, I'm gonna relapse. Just watch that movie and be like, never fucking mind.
Sometimes I feel bad because my boss will joke around because he's like many years clean. He'll be like, Mark, pack me one up. I'm like, Mark,
You can smoke weed.
yeah,
My buddy,
California clean, dog.
my friend of mine, who was really bad on pills, went to rehab, got out of rehab, and was like, fuck pills, I'm just going to do heroin. Went back to rehab, got out of rehab, and was clean for like 10 years, and was like, you know what, I want a fucking beer. And he started drinking beers. He's like, I want to smoke some weed. Now he drinks beer and smokes weed and just doesn't do heroin. You can do that.
Yep, I have
You can do. You don't have
I
to
have friends that do that too, and that's totally fine. I agree. I think that you can have
you don't have to not-
rehabilitation,
yeah.
complete rehabilitation from the bad, and then you can also indulge. So here's the deal: we made up all these drugs as humans. We found all the good stuff in the plants,
The poppy, milk of the poppy.
and it's okay to that medicine. You're gonna use it during your life, whether or not recreationally, or whether or not you're dying and they're giving it to you in different ways. Maybe not exact forms of this or that or the other, but you're going to be having drugs that you might not have said.
Dude, some of these junkies get cleaned and then they get in a car accident and then they're in the hospital and they're like, no pain meds.
No, they always take the pain meds.
No, the show, Jesse, Breaking Bad.
He didn't take them?
Remember he got beat up by Hank Schrader?
Yeah. But he didn't take them?
No, because he was clean then, remember?
Yeah, but that's a show.
Good
People
point.
I know,
Dude, that's a really fucking good point.
the people that I know that are clean, when they get prescribed pain meds, they take them.
It's like a
But they're
it's
like
vacation.
They're like, am I going to be okay?
No.
You better be, motherfucker. You better be. And also,
If they're truly like have that like really addicted complex, if you were like addicted to heroin and you take like a 5 milligram Percocet, that should set you off.
you flush the rest of that shit if you
Percocets rules, dude.
if maybe they overindulge a little, and hopefully they have someone in their life that sees the drugs and throws that shit away, and the next day they're just like, okay.
I've had surgery and stuff, and you're like, you get the Percocets or whatever, and you're like, you don't overdo it over, but like, your alarm's set for 4 hours from now. And whee.
I remember when we went to visit Ben in the hospital, Ben Hancock, when he had appendicitis. I was in the room with him. He came home from Denny's like, something happened. He didn't come home from Denny's. He had like a really bad stomach ache, and it turned out to be his appendix needed to be removed. And then we visited him in the hospital. We tried to. I don't think pens existed yet, but
No, they didn't.
We were like, we got weed, man. He was like, I can't take weed, but he's getting a morphine drip every 4 minutes. He could push this button, and we witnessed him get like
spamming that thing. Dude.
He was pushing it the whole time we were there, but every 4 minutes when it rolled around and he could get it, and he got it, he was like, yeah, finally. That 4 minutes was a long time.
Dude, you can feel that shit hit your heart.
I wonder how much that drip really gives you. Like, not a lot.
I've had one of those. It's the best.
Yeah, dude. I remember looking at the thing and I was like, "Can I push it?" I was like, it was like already pressed in a lot. And
yeah.
It was like, doot, doot, doot. Oh, that feels good. Do you think you'll get extra if you think maybe there's a possibility that you're getting extra through when you're pushing it a lot?
Just spam it, dude. Hit that shit on cooldown.
It's just like RuneScape. People were getting mad at each other, chopping trees down. You idiots don't know how to rotate trees. You idiots are making the trees go all away, and there's no trees to chop down because you're idiots. There's 3 trees. Everyone do 1 tree. No one be chopping the other trees, right? I don't say shit. Some people just say shit. It's like a thing, I guess you just say on MMOs. I smoke Fent. I vape Fent. What the fuck? Are these 9-year-olds?
Yes.
I don't entertain it.
Maybe like 11-year-olds.
I was like, at least you're an 11-year-old with taste. Playing RuneScape.
It's kind of funny to say the Fent thing. It's like we said something equivalent to that back in the day.
No one says that shit when you're chopping trees and there's just 1,000 people in one place. Not 1,000, but a lot. But when you're doing agility and there's like 5 people on these rooftop courses just running around, no one says shit for 6 hours, and then all of a sudden this guy you're running with, I vape Fent, by the way. It's stuck. Why is that sticking with me?
Say
I was like,
same.
you took. Yeah, I was just like, I don't think I said shit. I think I fell behind a lap. I was like, I'm not running with these Fents vapors. What the fuck? I think we're wrapping soon.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go through these tabs.
My notes, see if there's anything else I want to talk about. There's a couple things I want to talk about, but we'll wait for Kev.
Hello.
How about the movies?
Hey, Kev. We miss you.
We got to end the year wrap basically next time to talk about with Kev, I guess.
Yes. We will do our year wrapped. I'm looking through stuff.
Because it's either that or like the 28th that we do the year wrapped. Because I got some stuff. And then we got I got some other weird internet mysteries to talk about.
Yeah, all the tabs have been burnt through. We don't have to worry about this. This is our beginner's Bible.
Dude, yeah, we talked about it at the beginning. That's lost footage forever. But yeah, you should watch Killing of the Sacred Deer at work and see what people say.
You didn't spoil it for me.
Yeah, just turn up loud because the you're looking it up spoiled.
Spoiler. Do you want to do it before I just read this? Oh, it's the same post. I'm
What do you
not
wanna
reading
know?
it. I'm just going to read the comments instead of reading it. The name of the movie seems biblical. Oh, yeah. It's the story.
Yeah.
Artemis responds by altering the weather so
Yeah, I
that
was
him and
right.
his fleet cannot
they
sail
couldn't
to
sail.
Troy. As penance, Artemis demands that Agamemnon sacrifice his eldest daughter. But, like, it's a man and his wife. There's no daughter. Who gets
He has 2 kids.
Okay, cool. Sacrifice. So
They get cursed, dude. They get cursed by that boy.
because
It's the end of the pod. No one's gonna watch it.
because the
I'll spoil it.
because the husband is a bad doctor.
He was drunk and he botched a heart surgery.
He was hungover or drunk.
drunk.
He was an alcoholic who drinks during his shift. Colin Farrell, what are you doing, man?
They're like, okay, we watched Lost, so that's Dr. Jack Shepard. in Lost.
Fuck.
Is drunk and does the same thing. Nicks an artery and kills somebody.
And the kid knows it couldn't have gone that bad.
Right.
How could
And
it
Nicole
not?
Kidman gives a hand job to the anesthesiologist. You gotta watch this movie, dude,
Why does she do that?
for information on if her husband killed the guy, because he was there for the surgery. And he's like, "What do I get if I tell you this?" She's like, "I got you, dude." Nicole Kidman hand job, dude.
I don't want that from anybody. I don't want that from anybody.
Good point.
Me. I'm the only one who knows how to do that. And it's still
That reminds me of
just
Requiem for a Dream.
two. No, I'm just kidding.
The black guy pulls out his dick and she says, "I know it's pretty, baby, but I didn't pull it out for air."
I know this is good Alabama black snake, but this ain't too buku. Okay, $5. That's the best.
What's that from?
That's the best. What?
What's that from?
Full Metal Jacket. She goes, too big.
We don't talk about this because that's an overrated movie. We can go for a long time.
It's overrated, but like he like has to go like this. He has to go, listen here. This is some fine, whatever. But he has to show her, and she's like, okay, fine, I do it. That's fine.
She wants it kind of.
I don't think it was too big or whatever.
Oh, she was
She
scared it was
just-
gonna be too big.
the
Oh,
black-
he was like, "Oh,
The
it's
black guy goes first.
I remember.
Oh no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't, because that one guy goes
Well,
first. The
in
mean
the-
guy says a bad thing and goes first.
And then in Requiem for a Dream, they want heroin really bad, and they only know a guy that'll do it for pussy. Remember?
Yeah.
Well,
Is that the first
they
time he
need to-
sells his girlfriend?
no. The first time he tells his girlfriend, they need $2,000 to re-up, and she goes to her shrink, who's a pervert, and he fucks her for $2,000. She comes home with the money, and then he can't get the heroin. And she's like, "You're a fucking loser." And she wants her fix really bad. So he says, "I'm going to drive to Florida and go get heroin." And while he's driving to Florida, she's like, "Are you coming home?" And he's like, "I'm going to be a couple days." She's like, "Okay, I'm going to go suck this big old black snake." And he pulls it out and says, "I know it's pretty, baby, but I ain't pulled out for air." Who's the actor, dude? He kills it. He kills it.
Ah.
And then he calls her, what? Maid Mary.
Ah, that's bad, dude.
Maid Mary.
She becomes pretty much a prostitute.
Yeah, but she ends, like I said, she's the only one that's happy in the end. She's laying on a couch, smiling with a kilo of heroin, and she cuddles it like a child.
A kilo? Hopefully she's gonna break
Maybe
that
not
down.
a kilo, like a lot.
She better break it down.
At one point, they say they're getting, God, I wish, they want to get a pound of pure, is what they're after. But they pick up, like, a big amount at one time, and it comes in, like, this rolled up tube of heroin, it looks like. And she has basically the same thing at the end of the movie. But I wish I could remember how much they said that was.
So they were doing good for a second.
The summer. Dude, the movie is broken down via seasons, like summer, fall, winter. And fall, they're like, let's get back to how it was in summer. And winter, they're like, man, remember summertime, man? Wasn't that great?
Why did they fuck up? Did someone
the
blow
dude
money?
the dude that they're buying heroin from, while Marlon Wayans is there, gets shot. And then that's when Marlon Wayans gets arrested, and they have to bail him out and spend all their money.
Yeah. I forgot the Wayans brothers.
It's
in
a
it. We're not
spiral.
watching that ever.
Yeah,
again.
don't watch it. It's not fun. It's such a great movie, though. It's like Eternal Sunshine.
Everyone acts like with the dun 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 dun, going ass to
It's
ass.
Aronofsky. It's
It's
Black Swan.
Yeah, but like going ass to ass isn't that crazy.
Exactly.
They could have had her getting like way worse
Well, while
things.
she's going ass to ass, he's getting his arm cut off, and his mom's getting treatment. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
and the black guy is working the fields like basically slave style and throwing up from
in
working
prison.
and throwing up.
Yeah,
because
he got locked up in a place that was bad, didn't he?
Yes.
That's he got in the worst case
They say
scenario.
that you Brooklyn N-words don't know how to fucking work.
It's bad. Yeah, and like the music adds to the stress, and you're like, oh god. And the ass isn't bad by itself, but coupled with everything,
And the other girl she's doing ass with is kind of like, so what are we doing next? She's
Right.
kind of there for.
and it's not a big deal, dude. It's not a big deal. But that's when you add sex and dirty into
Well, it's
all
like
that.
they
And
say,
are they
like-
really going ass to ass? Is the dildo there? Or is
yeah,
it-
they even show like the KY like onto the big old black dildo.
it's cut away though.
No, well, what?
What does it show?
Titty slapping and smacking. I just watched.
But smacking, but not actual. Like the angles are set to where
You can't have her actually fuck her ass on TV. I mean, it's a movie.
butts are smacking.
Because they originally wanted to cast the chick from Scream for that.
Neve
she-
Campbell.
Yeah, and she was like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, they're like, oh fuck. We wrote a part in that like some of these famous girls aren't gonna do.
Exactly. But that girl who did it was great.
Is it like Amy Smart or something?
No idea what her name
Remember Amy Smart from The Butterfly Effect, the blonde girl who
Is
was
she
in
dead?
some '90s movies? I don't think Amy Smart died.
is. One of them died.
No, she's good. She's 48 years old and she's got a talk show.
Oh, yeah, she's in Road Trip.
Oh no.
She's just on it. Who am I thinking of?
It's the
Brittany
guy.
Murphy?
Brittany Murphy died.
Yeah, she was horrible.
Oh yeah, everybody loves the actress Amy Smart. We love Amy Smart, an all-time celebrity crush. Wow, everyone loves the actor Amy Smart. Yeah, her most known movies are Crank, where she fucks Jason Statham in the streets, Crank High Voltage, where she fucks Jason Statham in the
Butterfly
streets,
Effect.
and The Butterfly Effect, and
Wait,
Just Friends.
Is Amy Smart?
Yeah, she was in some
So she's not dead?
Varsity Blues, Rat Race.
I thought she was dead, dude.
She's the girl in Rat Race. Dude, what a good movie.
No.
We're in Hitler's
You're joking,
car.
right?
We're in Hitler's car. Come on, that's funny. These two. Yeah,
You and Kevin should hang out and watch this and the Vacation remake.
I can't believe Whoopi Goldberg was with the fucking funny guy and caused issue.
The blackface thing? That was fun. All right, we got to wrap it up. See you guys tomorrow.
Hey everybody, don't get your tips bleached. And for our outro music, we're gonna have we're gonna have I know, just nice guys, Australian guys singing. Hopefully the music's cut. I love you guys. Have a good
We
night.
went to this show. Great show. DC.
Dude, I remember there was this one chick
Dude.
that was just like screaming the lyrics at them.
I know, I remember that
like,
too.
Kamehameha, like at
And
them.
dude, Mike, you and Troy, me and Samantha bailed on the beer line. And you guys stayed in and you came and you gave me a beer and I said, I do not deserve this.
I was like, I know. That is classic.
I do not deserve this.
I was like, I know, dude. I was already, dude. I don't give up on that. I ain't gonna just leave after
I
that.
said, I do not deserve this.
I thought that we might time out the fucking opener, but no, we didn't. We were in
It was
Rufus
insa-
Du
that
Sol
was
started.
insane.
But as soon as Rufus Du Sol started, I started walking backwards in a line, and I was just like,
We watched them, and then when On My Knees came on and it was all red and I saw all the fist pumping, I'm like, I gotta go. I was like, I gotta go. I'm sorry.
God damn. Oh man, I'm gonna have Randy Rhodes actually take us out tonight. And I know exactly where he shreds.
Can we talk about how Prince sucks next week?
I don't think we can. Tuna guitars, all you gotta do, and then you can shred. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning
See you
in.
next week. Love
Have
you.
a good night. And the podcast at an hour and 29 minutes. Kevin, be proud of us. Love you guys. Have a good night. Bye.